What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today when I talk to you about SoundHound, I want to go over some of the current data points, some key levels to really watch for in the foreseeable future, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So the market is closed today, so this is why I wanted to go over some key levels for some individuals to what to expect in the next couple trading days and whatever else. No official news from SoundHound. Last one that did come out was on January the 7th. But in my video yesterday, I kind of stated that there hasn't been any videos floating around of the CES. I kind of ate my own words. I guess I somehow didn't see this. So they did post something at 11:55, so somewhere around the time when I was kind of preparing for the video. So I wanted to quickly play this, 22 seconds long, but I just want to go over as well some of the other things that they've been really posting, and then I'll get right into some expectations for Friday and going forward. So in reality, just kind of stay tuned for this.
Hey guys, this is 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧 with the team here at SoundHound AI, and welcome to our booth here for CES 2025, where we're actually showing the very first in-car commerce experience. We'll be displaying our Lucid in-car assistance, our food ordering, drive-through ordering, as well as our partnership here with NVIDIA through the Drive AGX platform. So come check us out. We'll be here all week.
So yeah, honestly, I really like that setup right there. Of course, like maybe there is reasons why they didn't actually live stream it, but even from this view right here, you can kind of see it is a lot bigger than I anticipated. I kind of just thought it'd be like maybe like a 12 by 12 square or something like that. So this is a lot better than I anticipated. And not only that, it looks like SoundHound didn't spare any expense because of this. This is really, really epic. Like the fact that like they have this actual marketing, that is insane. Kind of curious on the cost associated to this though, but still, that is like very impressive, I gotta admit. So yeah, that's definitely an eye catcher. So hopefully that will have drawn some attention to SoundHound, their booth, through that. Maybe institutions, more partnerships, and whatever else. So you know what, I kind of, like I said, I kind of ate my own words a little bit. The fact that I said that their marketing was subpar, they definitely had big things planned despite not doing a live stream or anything like that. So again, got to give credit when credit is due. But when it comes down to shorts, I'll give you a quick overview of what to expect from them, and as well what to expect for Friday. So in reality, it is going to come largely based on the data points. So you have unemployment and also non-farm payroll. I think non-farm payroll will be kind of a nothing burger, only because based on Wednesday, we did have even ADP employment and also initial jobless claims better than anticipated, but the market didn't care whatsoever. So I think that's going to be the same thing for the non-farm payroll, but unemployment forecast is 4.3. That is going to be another very, very key one that people watch for. So definitely kind of stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming out first thing at 7:30. And so potentially that could really push and save the broader market from this downtrend that's been on over the last several trading days, or could really escalate that. So in SoundHound's case though, looking with it at 1502, regrettably it did break below a very key support level. So in theory, the next very strong support is $11.51. So if the data does come in a little bit worse for wear, you could see a pullback. Flip side though, if data comes in better than anticipated, it could have a nice recovery to roughly that 1779 or potentially even above that. I think in general, a lot of the market did sell off, and which was largely unjustified, especially in SoundHound's case. Yes, it went up very fast, probably should have been stretched out over like a 6-month period most likely, but that's kind of the market that we're in right now. Things move up and down very, very fast. So I think in general, SoundHound has really kind of reached a lot of individuals. A lot of people are watching it now. But I think in general, you're really going to be watching for the data points. And also on a side note, even when it was, I think at 21.22, I kind of mentioned that even if it does pull back, let's say like a 40 to 50% from those levels, things are still okay, bigger picture, because when it comes down to this right here, market cap for SoundHound, given the pullback, is sitting at 5.55 billion. And assuming it can actually hold that, or even in general go back down another about 30% from these levels, then you could have them still join the NASDAQ 500. So this will be reevaluated most likely in the next month and a half. So roughly in around March-ish. And so essentially, all they have to do is beat these market cap companies. And so right now the low is 3.82 billion, and obviously, you know, it kind of goes up from there. So essentially, if they are able to kind of hold these gains somewhat, or even pull back another 20%, they could still qualify for this. And that is a very big deal, only because that would add next level liquidity. And I've brought up in the past, any stock, I get it, you might not want institutions to own it or whatever else, but they add stability. This is every single video I bring up on what big money is doing behind the scenes transactions. And it's very telling, the fact that if institutions stop buying a stock, then it tends to just trend down. This is why institutions are very important. So if it does get added to that NASDAQ 500 list, then in general, that's going to increase the liquidity on a daily basis. So again, adding a lot better support levels and everything. So I think in general, that would be very, very good for SoundHound, and hopefully it wouldn't be a deterrent, but hopefully it wouldn't allow shorts to do whatever the hell they want. Because right now, going into Friday, 26.42% of the free float is being shorted, and shorts honestly have been one of those kind of thorns in the back. Even though SoundHound has ran up quite a lot, and even just over the last let's say 6 months, up 257%, over the last 1 year up 615%, so still doing fairly well. Despite that though, shorts have constantly increased and doubled down, so they are definitely very deep pocketed individuals or entities. So I think in general they will still linger around up until profitability does occur, so just can be aware of that. But if you do increase the liquidity, it wouldn't really have them so damaging, because if you watch my video, let's say on a daily basis or whatever else, I kind of go over when there has been short attacks, and usually short attacks are effective when there is less volume, right? Because if SoundHound hits if shorts hit SoundHound hard with, let's say, 15 million all at once straight out the gate, that is going to cause a lot of damage. Whereas if you are having institutions buying and a lot more transactions during that time period, then it kind of lessens the blow, if that makes sense. So just kind of be aware of that. And again, going into the next couple trading days, just watch for a lot of these support and resistance points. Overall, a lot more 13Fs are starting to come in. So I'll give you an overview of that once we have more information. But it does look as though institutions so far have gone up 34.29% quarter over quarter. So pretty good for that. You also see retail and also strategic entities all going up. So that does mean that there most likely was some level of dilution that did occur. And just to put that in perspective, obviously they haven't issued their earnings yet, but last earnings, they did increase their float by 49.81%. So it is fair to assume that there has been some dilution occurring as well. But on the actual chart itself, so going into the next couple trading days, this 50-day moving average, which is at $12.48, that's going to be an absolute key one to really watch for. So that is going to be above that fib level that I kind of talked on. So essentially, if it does break below that, then historically it goes down like another 20%. But as of right now, though, this super trend at $14.96, that in reality is going to be kind of a very important point, because I've stated even when it was like right here, that if it was to break below this, then you'll have algorithmic trading really working against SoundHound. One of the main reasons why SoundHound did go up so fast and so easily is because they had algorithmic trading really working on their side. If you're having it working against algorithmic trading, then you're kind of have more of this type of scenario in the past. Obviously, for those of you that have been in SoundHound in 2024, sometimes it just is very difficult to break out, and that's because algos are constantly suppressing it. So during this time period, all just suppressed, and recently this is what happens when you break above it. So all in all, that's some key points to really watch for in the next couple trading days and everything else. So let me know your thoughts. Are you buying SoundHound? Are you selling? Do you think that it is going to break above to, let's say, that 17 and from there, obviously 24 or potentially even higher? Or do you think it is going to break lower? What's your thoughts on all that? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And then one final thing, pop over to my Patreon. I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. And so yeah, a lot of them have been pretty good bangers, so pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.